about the same, but obviously he's pretty special. What he can do, the way he can get open. A lot of teams, double him a lot of times. But yeah, he's good at, he's a receiver you'd want on your team. He can get open, run really good routes, catch the ball really well. So it'll be a challenge for us for sure.
Is it harder as a group now that Addison's back as well? He's a playmaker, so the whole picture might change a little bit when trying to deal with Jefferson?
Yeah, it definitely will be a little different. Obviously, having two playmakers like that, a good tight end as well. So reminds me of the same guys that, kind of similar to the guys that we have on our offense, how talented they are. So it'll definitely be a challenge. We have to mix up our calls, mix up our looks, try and throw different things at them.
What about the system that Kevin O'Connell runs? Just some of the challenges with the motion. I guess what stands out about that offense?
Yeah, it's similar to a couple of the offenses we've played, but also different in some ways too. Obviously, they use a lot of motion in their offense, so being able to handle that, whether it's fast motion, slow motion, whatever it is, and making sure we're communicating. If we're switching calls with the motion, or we're matching guys, make sure we're on the right people with the motion. So, and then also their run game, is really good too. So being able to stop that, along with handling the motion and all the movement that they present on offense.
With Quinyon leaving early against the Giants, and you playing outside and base, how comfortable would you be if you were forced to play a little bit more outside?
I'd play wherever they put me. Obviously I've played a little bit more outside these past few weeks, us being in base more, so I feel like I'm getting more and more comfortable out there. But if they put me out there, I feel like I'd have no problem, moving outside if that was the case.
The conversation about following a wide receiver, like Quinyon's done, is this something you've ever pushed for? If there's a guy who's heavy in the slot and goes outside as well, you can follow him wherever he goes?
I haven't really thought about that, to be honest. It'd probably be a little challenging to have two guys follow someone.
I meant if Quinyon didn't.
If he didn't?
On a day when if Quinyon weren't playing, right?
Yeah.
You being the type of player, would you?
Yeah.
Is that something you would want to do?
Yeah, I'd love that challenge. I haven't really thought about that a whole lot, but I like any challenge, on the football field. If it's my job to cover their top guy, then I'd love to do that.
As far as the guys behind you in the slot and the depth at that position, how do you see that some of those guys coming along, like maybe like you said, Ryan Johnson or whoever?
Yeah, they're doing a really good job, making a lot of plays. I practice doing really well in the meeting rooms, just taking it all in, and being ready when they get those reps on the practice field. And I know they're staying ready, throughout the week, preparing. Whenever there's their numbers called, I have confidence that they'll be ready.
What's the biggest thing you teach them? What's the biggest lesson that they
just trying to understand, offenses and what they're trying to do based on formation. And also, in coverage as well. The way you can mix up your looks, if you're playing man or if you're playing zone. Trying to make it look the same. So I'm just trying to help in any way I can. I've learned from Perry too. Perry's been in the league for 8 years now, so he's been around the block. So he's helped me as well.
Speaking of learning, I remember talking to you after the Carolina game last year. Adam Thielen's back there. How much did you learn playing against him in that particular game?
I learned a lot. You learn every single game. I feel like, but that one, in particular, just how physical he is as a wide receiver. He's different than some of the guys that we faced, just how physical he is at the top of the route and getting open.
I know Jefferson doesn't play inside as much anymore as he used to, but when you see him inside versus outside, is he a different player?
Different player.
Like, does he do different things?
I wouldn't say there's a whole lot different. It's just moving him around, to try and find a way to get him open. I feel like I wouldn't say there's too much of a difference. It's not like he's running any different crazy routes from inside that the other guys don't do from the inside. So I wouldn't say there's anything too different.
I know players don't love the Thursday night games, but how nice is it to get a little reset on the back end, have the weekend off to kind of regroup, refocus?
Yeah, it's good. We were going for 6 weeks, so to have a little 3-day weekend was nice. Have a couple days off, kind of reset, allow the body to freshen up a little bit, just relax and watch some football on Sunday was kind of nice. But I think a lot of guys in here were ready to get back to work and get back out there.
If I could,
like you just said, JJ speaks for himself what he's done in the league, what he's able to do. I feel like they got a good running game with the two best that they got. And obviously, an experienced quarterback with a lot of experience, which is going to be huge, for us to come in, not let the little things beat us or not let him capitalize off our mistakes. But pretty good team down there.
A couple weeks ago, we were chatting, and you said one of your goals is just to get better week by week, take it week by week. How do you think that's been going for you, and how do you think you've evolved from week 1 to now?
I feel like I've learned a lot, I've grown a lot every week, from week to week, and like you said, man, that was really my goal. Being a rookie, trying to get used to being in the league and just get adjusted overall. But my main goal is just find something to work on each week, and just keep improving. And I feel like the direction I'm heading, I'm in the right direction, and I'm just gonna keep improving, finding ways to improve.
What stands out most about Justin Jefferson?
It's Justin Jefferson. He route running, catchability, deep threat. He can run any route in the route tree. He can block. There's a lot of things he do that's pretty good.
I guess you can't lose sight of Addison either. He's been a playmaker for them. What does he bring to that offense?
He brings a lot too. In the run game, he's the guy that's going to go do the dirty work, the block. And obviously in the pass game, he's also involved as well. A guy that can take the top off. A guy that can find mismatches and win. A guy that they try to feature him in a lot of ways, whether that's in the slot or that's outside. But yeah, he a guy that can also give us issues if we don't do our assignments or don't let people walk. Don't see they throw me up. But he can definitely hurt you if you let him.